5 seconds to go. Start. It gives me immense pleasure to be with you on this auspicious occasion of the foundation stone laying ceremony of the new CBI head office in Delhi. This has been a long standing need of CBI, and I am happy that today we are taking a step forward to provide the CBI its own home. I attach great importance to the work entrusted to the CBI. I am happy to say that over the years, CBI, with its efficiency and impartiality, has earned a name for itself. It is a tribute to the good work done by all of you that the executive, the legislature, the judiciary, and the people of our country at large repose high faith and trust in your professionalism, in your capability, and in your effectiveness. I congratulate you for having contributed to the growth of CBI as the premier investigating agency of our country. I greatly value the professional autonomy and integrity of your organization. It is my solemn commitment to our people that our government will never interfere in your professional work, as indeed it has not since we assumed office. From the perspective of investigative and law enforcement agencies, the fast changing national and international political, socio economic, and technological scenario warrants profound, far reaching, and continuous changes in investigating procedures, practices, and institutional re engineering. New organizational structures, redefining of priorities, adoption of new technologies, mobilization of adequate resources, and enabling legislations are all required to combat the challenges that our country faces. Due to its organizational structure, vast experience, and an immensely talented pool of trained and committed personnel, the CBI is today uniquely placed to seize the initiative and consolidate its status as the country's apex agency, excelling in investigative methods and technologies, an intelligence storehouse, and a center of research and development. If the CBI has to so consolidate its position, it has to further transform itself, and the initiative for such a transformation has also to come from within the organization. CBI should thus have a forward looking vision of transforming itself into a world class specialized agency. I expect you to set a goal of leadership for yourself in the 21st century. Permit me to share with you my thoughts on some key issues that our law enforcement agencies must focus on in years to come. Terrorism is the biggest national security threat our country faces today. Combating this threat presents unique and unprecedented challenges. The tactics adopted by terrorists in planning, sponsoring, and executing their crimes, often with the assistance of state sponsors, require constant study and analysis. The convergence of terror dealers and conventional criminals presents obvious and acute dangers to our polity. Therefore, our counter-terrorism culture and organization have to shift from a reactive to a more proactive mode. We have to develop a nationally driven fully integrated intelligence and investigative program. This should involve institutional mechanisms for improved information sharing between various central agencies, state governments, and international counter-terrorism partners. We should enhance our capability to be proactive by generating and analyzing intelligence and by creating an environment that is inhospitable for terrorists. We must deny terrorists and their supporters the capacity to plan, organize, and carry out logistical, operational, and sport activities. This requires developing training program and proficiency standards and enhance investigative capability of counter-terrorism personnel. This cannot be overemphasized. The law enforcement machinery of the country, particularly the CBI, must pursue terrorism investigation and intelligence operations through well trained investigators using the best available tools, including state of the art forensics. New technologies and globalization pose new challenges for crime detection and crime prevention. While these new technologies do enhance our capability to deal with crime, they also offer terrorists, drug traffickers, crime syndicates easier and cheaper access to means to perpetuate their crimes. Technological advances also provide criminals with the potential to stay ahead of law enforcement countermeasures. Our country's vulnerability to cybercrime is escalating as our economy and critical infrastructure become increasingly reliant on interdependent computer networks and the internet. Large scale computer attacks on our critical infrastructure and economy can have potentially devastating results. The ever changing techniques used by terrorists, criminals, and other anti national elements require CBI and other law enforcement investigations and professionals to possess highly specialized technological and computer based skills. Besides, ongoing programs aiming at upgradation of skills and technology, external expertise and talents should be actively scouted for and developed. The CBI could take a lead in establishing and implementing new technical capabilities, databases, protocols, policies, procedures, standards, and guidelines, and also support law enforcement operations of other agencies in the country by way of enhancement of their scientific and forensic response capabilities is very much essential for effective implementation of law enforcement in our country. Stop.